Yeah, I highly doubt anybody's going to give a shit. Is that your bean dip or mine?
Your bean dip. Let's see the bent.
What?
There's the bent bottom. I was hoping you believe me.
Yeah, why would I believe
I was hoping.
Looked at it.
I was hoping, like, whenever I carried through with the motion, you would have been like, "Oh, okay, it's bent."
If I would have thought it was mine, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, okay, it's bent." I would have been like, "Put it back."
Puddin'. Isn't that the guy that killed Jews?
Puddin'? That was Hitler, son.
Who's Puddin'?
Puddin' is the thing you eat out of a little fucking cup.
No, there's a guy named Puddin'.
Putin?
That guy, he killed Jews too, right?
No.
What'd he do?
He is currently the leader of Russia.
Oh, I probably shouldn't say that.
He wasn't even alive when, like, the Holocaust thing was going on.
Puddin' told me that put whatever his name is and Hitler killed Jews together.
Who told you that?
Me.
Jesus Christ, boy! You know what? I know you're about to go back to like regular school, but you're gonna fail history.
I am.
Like, you're like, so Puddin' killed Jews. They're gonna be like, what? What did you learn at home, school, and online? You'd be like, that pudding is bad. Pudding is the bad man. You'll be like, chocolate pudding killed, like 50 million people.
Is he black?
No!
There's not chocolate pudding.
And my channel gets banned. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. So, this is how we're starting this. It probably means Rasputin. Oh, did you mean Rasputin?
That's a fighter, isn't it?
Oh, Jesus. God help me. Why do you keep talking to each other?
No, Bas Rutten.
No, Bas Rutten is a fighter. He was one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. No, Rasputin was involved in late World War One.
Wasn't that the guy who couldn't die?
Yes, he was the guy who couldn't die. He was questioned. He was in the occult, and questionably, he was poisoned and shot and all kinds of things. And there's a lot of mythology surrounding his existence and the black arts and things. And he was a dirty, filthy guy that still like banged a lot of nuns and stuff. It was weird. You're eating my chips, though.
Yeah.
Carlos shows you things. Is that what your channel's called now? Oh man. And what?
I don't like old bean dip.
Your face is old bean dip. Eat the bean dip. Bean dip's bean dip, bruh. I don't like old bean dip. I better take your brand new can of bean dip. No, you're going to keep your hands off my damn can of bean dip. That is what you're going to do.
I'll eat your bean dip, Dad.
Gross. Don't be a weirdo, man. Jesus Christ. Where'd my other little brush go? Oh, yeah, I have new brushes. Where'd they go? Where'd all my new brushes go? Yes, sir. So what are you going to show people? Oh, hold on. That was supposed to be much cooler. I meant, what are you going to show people? And Carlos says hi. He says hi.
Oh, hi, Carlos.
He says hi. You heard him, I'm sure. And we didn't hang out before you split, man. Things have been fucking crazy around here, though, dude. Like, more doctors, sewage backup for the past like week and well, we got it kind of fixed. Big dilemma.
To school with me?
No, I didn't think he went to school with you. God, dude, you know what? If you're gonna run all the way to the kitchen and then back in the middle of a conversation, just bye. You still here?
Well, I didn't run to the kitchen.
You did run to the kitchen. The chicken kitchen.
Well, no, you said if you're going to, and I didn't again, so.
If I could sell you. Keep making the joke that one day there's going to be kidnappers take him. And they're going to like literally have to pay me to get him back. Because they'll be like, all right, bro, we fucked up. Take your kid back. I'm like, no. You took him. Mm-hmm. They'll be like, we were going to get a ransom. I'm like, no. Take him. They'll be like, come on, man, we're not kidding. I'm like, no, we're not, I'm not kidding either. Just keep him. I will report you to the police. I'm like, no, just take him back. I'm like, no. He lives with you now.
I live here now.
Yeah, he lives there now. They're like, no. We fucked up. I'm like, yes, you did. And now you know. No one's half the battle, G.I. Joe. I was just about to ask how all the digging was going. Well, yeah, hold on. My leave was a bit hectic, though. In Bangkok, you could get 2,000. I mean, he's a big, strong kid. So, I mean, you could definitely put him to some good, solid use. You know what I mean? And so that's the positive aspect of selling your children online. I'm just kidding. Nobody sell your kids online or, that Wayfair thing. I have no idea what that was about. I really don't. I swear to God, Child Protective Services all up my ass I just don't know how to shut up. I'm always making really, really bad jokes that I never should. Never should make, but I just can't stop myself because I'm an asshole. I don't make those jokes generally to my kids. My little kids, I don't make those kind of jokes. Like, I'm going to sell you. I never do. My grandparents made those jokes about me, actually, to some people, and scared the fuck out of me when I was a little kid. And I cried for hours because my grandparents didn't love me, and they were really going to sell me, I think. Still, I'm pretty positive that's what was going to happen. So, pretty terrifying. But anyway, yeah, you know what there, Richard, as far as it goes, I dug a hole to China. I visited with some Chinese people. They're pretty nice. I was like, hey, bro, and they said some stuff, and I didn't understand any of it, but I was like, I thought my sewage pipe was going to be here, but it didn't stop me. So, hey, Erica, what's up? Joking about the kids. That's a coping mechanism. Saying those things to them, that's abuse. Right, exactly. But I dug to China. My pipe wasn't there. We had the guy come back out, redo our pipes again, clean them, and run the snake down again to make sure everything. And he hit something this time about 115 feet down the line. From our house, from our clean outs to the curb is probably about 130 feet. Somewhere around 130, 135 feet probably after that. Oh, and hi. Because you couldn't get as much for the little ones. Well, I mean, again, that's where, depends on what part of the world you're at. But I'm kidding, of course. Please do not arrest me for questionable bullshit. But down the line, we ran into some problems. And here's the kicker. My wife and I started really thinking about that tree. And I don't think it's the tree. I don't think the tree's the problem. We had a new gas line installed a few months back. Not our choice. It was like the city was going through literally every fucking house. And they gave the houses options, signed off, to have a new gas line from the street to the house. And with this new pipe, it was safer and more efficient, et cetera, et cetera. And it also was not the homeowner's responsibility anymore. But if you kept it at the street, then it would be the homeowner's responsibility, etc. So I said, oh, fuck. All right, cool. Run the new pipe. And the new gas meter up to the house. So they did. Here's the weird part. Well, A, they fucked up our gas line going into the house. When they tried to connect it, they snapped our fucking old line. And the dude was like, because I went out there to check it. I was like, hey, how's everything going? They're like, yeah, everything's fine. Except for like, we think you have a gas leak. Did you guys have gas on in this house before? We fucking live here. We've lived here for like 4 years almost now. I'm like, yeah, dude, we've lived here for almost 4 years. He's like, so you have had gas on here. Well, that's why you had to turn the gas off to do this. Come on, that's a little shady asking me questions you already know the answers to. He's like, we need to find this gas leak. It seems to be a pretty big one. And I was like, yeah, well, it wasn't here before. So what ended up happening was they dug a new trench right parallel with the sewage line and they ran a camera down the sewer line to make sure that they didn't hit it. At the time, I didn't think very suspiciously of it. Yeah. I wasn't like, okay, I was, I was like, okay, that sounds great. Now, with them being already shady as fuck, and it wasn't the city, it was the gas company, the new gas company or whatever. But with them already being like, well, the line, and when they pulled the line, you could see where it was broke off, and they went ahead and replaced the whole line, even though they wasn't supposed to. And that was the other kicker, was the dude was like, well, it's not our responsibility, really, usually after the line goes under the house to replace the line. But my boss went ahead and said, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and replace the line, and it's on us. And I was like, because you fucked it up, bro. I know you did. But I played it off, and his boss showed up, and his boss gave him the look of like, man, you fucking idiot. And that dude was nervous the whole time. So I was sitting there thinking, something's up. Something's fucking up. Anyway. And now we're having problems that easily could have been building up this whole time. If they would have hit the metal pipe, cast iron sewage pipe, so we need it replaced eventually. But, when we got our pipes done and our internal stuff, they ran a camera down the line and they said, yeah, your pipes are good, but eventually you're going to need this old cast iron taken out, So, 3.5 years ago, they said the lines were good. Then those guys do it. They run a camera down it. They seemed a little like, yeah, your line's great. Line's good. I'm like, okay, cool. So nothing's wrong. And they're like, nope, it's fine. It's fine. But now here, 3 months later, we're having issues where it's catching something. I'm thinking they might have hit it, nicked it, bent in the iron, so now there's like a catch. And again, my son shits like children-sized shits. It's insane. And so your average pipe is only 4 inches. Your average sewage pipe is only about 4 inches or so. And if shit catches that lip, boop, more shit packs on. Could be a big fucking problem. So I don't know. Plumber told me I need to put the clean out in front of the house instead of in back. We have 2 clean outs, but they're both right here together. All of our shit runs right here to the line. Like all of our shit's on this side. It literally runs 4 feet over to the main line and out. So it's not like a big deal really under the house. Again, when I rebuilt the parts of the house, the bathroom ceiling still is bathroom, which is right above this bathroom. It's all right there. If anything ever goes wrong in the house, it'll be really easy to get to. Same thing with the toilet in the upstairs. It's just right over there, over the kitchen. Real easy to get to that main. Like it would not be very hard. So we're kind of lucky in that sense. But the rest of it's just a clusterfuck. And that's the main problem. Oh, or so it has been. That is not light enough at all. Let's do that again really quick. No, let me add a little pink. Let me add a little purple. Yeah. Add a little purple. Well, hell, if it was the city that fucked up your sewage, I'll save you a few pennies. Well, no shit. But proving it, that's Chunky Monkey. Chunky Monkey delight. Make you feel all right. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But that's the thing is, how can you prove it? It's been a few months. Let me just get that chunk dipped out of there because I don't really want this to have texture. It's not what I'm going for here. But how can I prove it? You know what I mean? I can't really just be like, oh, they did it. Yeah. And they're like, well, prove it. I'm like, can't really prove it. That was a few months ago. And, whatevs. So we're probably screwed. Fuck me, man. Come on. I don't know what color I'm actually going for here. I wanted it to be kind of a reddish. That is not reddish. It's kind of a weird purple now. I mean, I did just add purple, so surprise. But that's not Not how it works. Let's add some more red. I mean, I'm going to have to add more black to make it darker again. More red to make it redder again. It's just, this is where it goes. Just back and forth until you have a giant pile of paint that doesn't do you any fucking good. Because it's not the color you need. And then you just go, oh, fuck it, I'll just make a new patch. A new batch of paint. It's become like a goddamn paint mountain up here. I'm going to paint. Give me a minute. I'm trying to make my paint. It's terrible. No, fuck this piece of garbage. Anyway, and also, Erica, I did tell you that I was going to do a live paint session up at that tattoo shop, right? Well, Matt's totally down to let me. So, yeah, we're going to do that at some point in the near future. Now that the bullshit holidays are over, I'll set that up and we'll try to get a whole bunch of people out. That would be great. I am live. What do you need?
You could probably cook some of Benny Manny's munchies.
Here.
My legs are really sore.
Ask your mother. She's literally right there. She's going to come down and smoke a cigarette sometime soon.
Cook some of Benny Manny's munchies.
Here.
My legs are really sore.
Ask your mother. She's literally right there. She's going to come down and smoke a cigarette sometime soon. Ask your mom. I'm busy. Ask your mom. I'm busy. Ask your mom. I'm busy.
Shut up. Josh.
All right, let's paint. Which tat shop was again? Just the Tip is what it's called. Up there, it's by it's kind of on the corner. You know the Walmart, like not greenhouse, but just the like produce shop itself. Whatever that place is called, and it's got like Jesus Christ, I don't even know, man. I don't know. There was one time I was spitting blood, and my old man said, "Well, that's rude. You gotta know that sense of humor." Well, yeah. I tell my kids that kind of stuff all the time. I'm like, "Can you still move it?" And they're like, "Well, no." I'm like, "Well, then you're fine." And then I kick them down a big hole and say, "This is Sparta." And then they can crawl back up. They get to eat that night. Best Buy? No. Yes, it's out by Best Buy. Okay, you know where Best Buy. Okay, you know where like Best Buy, Petco, blah blah blah, and there's that little section down there. It's at the end of that block, the four-way. His is up like where the old DMV used to be or whatever. The marketplace. Yeah, it's right across from that. Up that way. Boop, on that little four-way. If you're heading towards that, Best Buy will be behind you. The marketplace will be to your front right, and it'll be to your left front. Something like that. Yeah. At least that's, I believe, where he said it was. 'Cause I have not been there yet myself, which is terrible of me. But, I do need to go by there at some point. In the near future. He wants me to hang up some of my paintings and stuff, too. And I have agreed to do that. Yet I have, again, not been by there. So it doesn't really help. Can't really hang shit up if you're not going by there. Technically, I was in Stillwater today, but that was for my daughter's foot appointment for her fucking stepping on this, on the toothpick. Yeah. And the toothpick thing, she's going in for surgery on Thursday. So, yay, she's not going to have a toothpick in her foot anymore, I guess. Even though I'm pretty sure we've just become accustomed to it. It's kind of a part of her now. He kind of lives there. It's fine. What's a little toothpick in your foot, right? Although the infection has started like bursting out of her now. So that's minorly concerning, but it's fine. It's been all right. Her nightly screams of pain is kind of like it's more like a lullaby now. It's fine. They had like a huge carnival type opening party. I want to go to, yeah, that's them. That would be them. I was going to go to it too, but my wife wanted to go out on one of the date nights, so instead we went out on date night and did that instead. So actually, I think was that the night we all went out. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken. We should have all just went there and hung out. Okay. Next to Academy. Yeah, it's over. Well, it's across the street from Academy, I think. Because Academy's up by that Walmart thing. But yes, it's fun because the people that know wherever, everybody's like everywhere. And because Carlos used to be here, he would do stuff with the gym with us. And so it's interesting that the people who watch me sometimes are people I really know, which is kind of fun because then it's almost like hanging out with friends. On this one, Erica, on my Facebook, I can actually like invite friends and they can be on little screens and they can talk too. Weird, huh?
Are you painting?
No, I'm making an apple pie. Yeah, I'm painting. I do this all the time, remember? But I am doing it during the
Why not? At like 12.
well, it's not 12, it's 10:30 almost.
Day of 12 like PM.
It's not 12 p.m., it's 10:30.
Damn. I was thinking, wait.
Why am I doing
Why are
it
you
late
doing
night?
so late?
I don't know. I got in the mood for it.
Oh.
So I felt like doing it. I mean, why not? No dip. All right. Now, what's interesting is I was completely wrong about this color. This color is very, very dark, and it's not going to allow me to quite put in the shadow creature-y looking things to the degree in which I planned. So, interesting enough, I'm going to have to lighten it up. Remember how I said everything's... What do you mean, sure? Keep walking. Keep walking. You don't need to say nothing. And so anyway, that's kind of what we're doing here. Everything's kind of a mess, and we're just going to keep doing our best, and that's how it works. Oh, no. All right. But so far, yeah. Meh. Is it past your bedtime, old man? Fuck you. Okay? I don't need this shit from you. I don't need this shit from anybody. I get it from my kids enough. Actually, my gaming friends are always saying that. You're gonna past your bedtime, old man? I'm like, fuck all of you. Goddamn kids. Fucking 10-year-olds. I banged all your moms. What do you think about that? I'm your dad. And then they start crying and stuff. And I'm like, psh, I'll give you something to cry about. You're grounded. I can do that because I'm your real dad. It's good times. Good times. Invite me whenever you want to, bro. Oh, what? Like to chat? On here, you can join me? Well, dude, you know what, Carlos? You might be a great additive. I'm drinking, though. Well, not right now. I can't add it now. It's already going live. I don't think I can add people. There's some buttons down there. Huh. I wonder what those do. There's like one that has a picture inside of a picture. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But Carlos, you might be a great addition one time. I'm actually going to have a couple of buddies of mine that I do working out with. Because as you may recall, when we get together on here, we chat about racial issues and social issues. And I chat about mental health issues a lot and things of that nature. It's just a way for this to be the place to talk. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of buddies from the gym also. One of my other Mexican friends, Jeremy there, which I think you've met. I think you guys have met. Yeah, you guys have, haven't you? Anyway, what?
I'm taking this drink in my room.
I will. No, you're not. No, you're not. It will stay there and get nasty.
No, I'm going to drink this.
Bullshit.
And I'm going to go down for seconds.
I don't believe you. No, you spilled that on an electrical cord last time. That's why there's no.
I didn't.
No, I don't know. I was cleaning and the cable caught it and it spilled. Whatever. Who gives a crap? If it wasn't water up there, liquid bullshit up there, it wouldn't have spilled and almost set the house on fire.
It's gonna be in my air conditioner.
It's going to be on a electrical device that it could fall over into and possibly set a fucking electrical fire. How
It's not
smart is
plugged
that?
in.
Yeah, so that way when you plug it in next time, it sparks up and blows up a $500 air conditioner.
I've had drinks on there many times.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Because we're not going to have you screw it up. You're going to
Okay,
pay
well, then
for it?
I'll stick it on my chair.
No. No more food and drink in your room. Live with it. Wait, I'm sorry.
Technically, it is water. Technically.
God, I gotta get a better snap. Hang on. No is the point. Now get out of here.
It's technically
I
water.
don't care.
It's technically water.
Yeah, water makes electricity go bang.
Okay, but you'll let water in my room, but you won't let this in.
No, when did I say I let water in your room? No, I will. No. You want to get your mom involved to yell at you? You love that.
I'll keep it upstairs.
Upstairs, fine. Not past that.
Okay.
Don't okay me.
I am okay because I'm just saying okay.
But anyway, Carlos, what I was saying was I'm inviting a couple of friends on at some point over actually to the house. A black friend of mine and a brown friend of mine that we're going to get together and we're going to do not a painting thing. We're just going to do a straight up conversation about racism in America today and the problems and how we could possibly fix it and how racism is joking racism, how this and that can, what all, because dude, we've talked many times about this too. You being a brown fellow and me being a white fellow and all, and how we even get along. Oh, gasp. And we joke about a bunch of shit. And so our oldest, her right there that likes to argue me about everything, she thinks it's like the social media pushes it, and it's a crock of shit. She's like, no, it's not like that. White people are stupid and white people are racist and hate everybody. And I'm all, are you fucking kidding me? She's like, yeah, you don't know anything. And I'm all, I can't throw a white woman in that conversation. And because you're a woman. So, I can pull you out of the kitchen and sexism too. Yeah. No, see, that's the funny part. We can make jokes because, we're friends and we know she knows I'm kidding. She knows I'm kidding. And now if I was serious, then I'd be a total dickbag and she could totally be like, fuck you, you sexist pig. And I'd be like, and that would make sense. But I'm not. I am joking. So yes, we could do that just fine. Thank you. You're welcome. But yeah. Oh yeah, where'd you come from? I hate the fucking kitchen. She said, thank you. I hate the fucking kitchen. But that's part of the whole thing is I wanted to get together a few people to mostly show her, the young girl of the household, that social media is a crock of shit. And it's not really like that. Because us as 3 different tonalities of skin color get along just fucking fine. We're friends. We chat. We bullshit. We joke about color. But it's not racist. It's intent of humor. And though a lot of people go, well, that's not funny. That's not funny. How do you feel if you're a black person and they said so? Literally, my black friend says that stuff. He says, ha ha ha, it's funny. Ha ha ha, it's all right. Because the intent is not to be evil and hateful and aggressive and racist. And that's why I'm going to get everybody together so we can all sit down and chat and honestly make it a point to show her and hopefully get the point across to a lot of other people out there, even though not many people give a shit to watch my stuff, You're actually in Mexico right now. I thought you were heading back to California, man. But that'll actually add to the drama. See, I'll actually at that point I can be like a real Mexican from Mexico. A Mexican from Mexico, or however the avocado from Mexico song. My daughter sings that constantly. when people said that Facebook was a toilet, John Oliver said it was unfair to toilets. Accurate as fuck, dude. But I figured that maybe that would help open her mind to realize that social media pushes a lot of paid off fucking concepts into people's heads, and that the real world, for the most part, people don't give a fuck. You know, I didn't walk into the gym and see you and I wasn't like, there's that Mexican guy. What's he doing in my gym? I walked in and I was like, oh, hey, there's a new guy. All right, cool. Hey, what's up, man? You know? And, you know, I'm sure when I walked in, you didn't look at me and go, there's some white guy. You probably looked at me and went, oh, there's a homeless guy in here. I didn't know they allowed them in here. Fuck. Maybe I shouldn't go to this gym. But it all worked out. And so it's all good, bro. But yeah, Facebook is a fucking toilet. Social media in general is a toilet. And honestly, it's a catch-22 because I would love to. You know, I had a conversation today. Oh my God. I don't know. Did you see the twisted TEA thing that happened? T thing? Like TEAT or capital TE lowercase a thing that happened is how you spelled it. Because I don't know what the fuck that means. So I'll say no, I didn't see the twisted teeth. Oh, where the one white dude was talking. Yeah. That's what you're talking about. So yeah, you actually mean T as in TEA. And the black dude, the white dude just kept talking shit, and the black dude said, it busted him in the face. That was funny. And yeah, that was some funny shit right there. So I mean, I ain't gonna condemn or condone anybody's actions in that case, but you know, that dude got busted in the face, and it was funny. So he was being kind of a dickbag. That's what happens, you know. You be a dickbag, you get bagged in the dick. I do believe that's the general rule. What the fuck is that garbage? What? Where? Oh, I'm puking in my own mouth here. Fuck you. Give me this brush. My point, that kind of shit is literally happening in real life. It does, but here's the other problem. I was in California for 10 days, and now I'm here until the 7th, then back to California. Okay, I got you, man. I'm assuming for the job thing, or maybe just for family. 10 days until the 7th, and back to California. So I'm going to assume probably just for vacation, family stuff. As far as, yeah, that kind of shit does really happen, Erica. I'm not saying that racism doesn't exist, because it does. But what I'm saying is, the media only shows that stuff. The media rarely shows you 3 dudes in a gym who are home slices together, chuckle it up and have a great time laughing about shit, working out together, and then don't give a fuck because one of them's black, one of them's white, one of them's brown. You know? The media goes, oh, look at this terrible thing that happened. The media is also very one-sided, depending on who's wanting the attention that day and who's got the money for it, etc., etc. And, dude, you're so terrible. Hello, son. What do you want
I have a
now?
question for your live.
No, you don't have a question for my
Is
live.
he being too boring? Do you need actual entertainment?
God, Jesus, son. They don't need you, that's for sure.
That's what I'm here for, Dad. To not be needed.
Yeah, for entertainment. Yeah, well.
Entertainment.
Entertainment. That came out wrong. This is coming out terribly. My colors are not doing it. But no, there is racism in the real world, yes. I'm not saying there's not. I'm not saying it's not a terrible thing, etc., because it's stupid. And that's my whole point. It's really fucking stupid, and it blows my mind that it even exists. For some stupid reason,
I blame it on math.
my son blames it on math.
Because if we didn't have complicated math, most of the world probably wouldn't exist, if any.
I'm going to agree with that for some reason. I don't know. But the thing about it is it's just, you know, I don't get why so many people get so stuck up on everybody else's business. You know, I had a conversation today. I'll bring it up here in a few, but we're so busy being another get to bed little boy. Yeah, go to bed, son. You ding dong.
It's like 10.
I don't know. I just thought I'd yell that at you. And
Someone on the live say it?
yeah,
Why don't you go to bed?
because they're adults.
Oh, they are. I forgot. Yeah.
But if everybody would just not be dickheads, everything would be fine. You know, if everybody honestly would stay out of everybody else's fucking business, the world would be fine. But no, everybody has to be, oh, well, I have to be in their business. I have to do this. I have to do that. And here's the kicker. And I'm going to actually bring this up because it goes into my problem from today, which was hilarious and prompted my recent post. People tend to talk for other people. The Black Lives Movement. I was talking with the black gentleman friend of mine, whose name I've not let out yet because I'm afraid I don't know if he wants me to tell people his name or not, or I don't know, you know. I don't know how he'd feel about that necessarily. But he has noticed that it seems there's a lot of white people in the media about it, and he doesn't really see a lot of black people that tend to be talking much about it in comparison. So every time he sees like an article, it seems to be white people protesting, not black people. And we were talking about that, the irony of how, like, what? Like, why would that even be a thing? You know? And it kind of goes into the whole idea of like, you'll see a lot of like mansplaining, they call it. Not mansplaining, mansplaining or blacksplaining or, you know, things of that nature where people talk for their friend of that. So if you're like a white person, you have a black friend, you'll talk on their behalf to defend them against racial problems. You know, they can fucking talk for themselves. You know? RACUC. I have no idea what that means. Racuck. You might be too drunk right now, buddy. Drinking a little too much, eh? But as far as it goes, you know, they can speak for themselves. So if they're trying to convey a point with their march, trying to convey a point with their social stance on things, etc., if they're having a protest, etc., let them fucking have that. Why do people need to rush in with the white knight syndrome? You know, look at my shiny armor. I'm going to protect these people. Oh, fuck off out of here, bro. Let them stand up for themselves on their own 2 feet and take care of business. Let them talk for themselves, their own voice. Who are you to say anything for them? Because then those same people who are talking on behalf of these other people go, you don't know what it's like to have lived that kind of life. So you say anything. You're literally doing that for them. You didn't live through their troubles, and you're literally talking for them about that. You're saying, I can't talk an opinionated difference to yours about that for anything because I don't know, but yet you don't know. You're saying the same shit. You're doing the same thing. Yeah, but I'm doing it for a good reason. That's hypocritical as fuck. You know, like, let them talk. Let them explain it. Let them fight for their cause. Let them stand up and be the voice of their people. Be the voice behind the movement, not you, who has nothing to do with the movement. You're not a part of the movement. You're part of the problem. I had an argument today with a girl about trans stuff. Racism comes from us all being jealous of not having a giant dick and being insecure. You're right. You're right. That's why I'm not racist. And so now I'm fine with my penis. We've come to terms with each other. I'm like, you're the size of a button. I could maybe button up my coat with you. We're good, bro. We're good. And he's like, thanks. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. So this dude walks up to me and says, what's the difference between a Jew and a pizza? And I'm like, well, the pizza isn't about to kick your ass. All right, that's funny. Hold on. I find the hang up on color, race, whatever extremely interesting, and also seems impossible to remedy. True. It will always be impossible to remedy. Because sadly, even once we find a cure for racism, It'll be just something else. The cure for racism will be all of us become one color. All of us breed together to create one race. Racism solved. But then it'll be heightism or weightism or hairism or any number of other things. The problem with the human being is it is designed to hate, designed to destroy, designed to conquer, crush, and kill other beings, themselves, everything around it. The human being is a destructive force, period. Most Americans with my name are black. Okay, yeah, Richard Pryor. And that's the only black dude with the name Richard I've ever heard of. So most of the dudes around here I've not ever heard of a Richard. And most of the black dudes I grew up with and stuff, yeah, no, can't think of a Richard. Well, being as parasites, of course we are. Right. And that's accurate as fuck, because we're parasites. All right. Yeah. That's how I'm going to do this. Thank you. So anyway, of course we destroy everything. Yep. And that is our existence. So this conversation I had today, by the way, everybody, was about trans stuff. There's a comedian. I'm not a fan of his, but I'm sure you guys have seen him. He's a ginger. Those ginger people. And nobody likes them. No, he's the one who's always doing the vegan stuff, and he pretends to be like a vegan. And, hey everybody, the vegan diet. And he makes fun of all that stuff. And you've seen him, trust me. I've never been a fan of his. I think he sucks. I don't think he's funny. But he makes fun of vegans and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. Well, on Instagram, he posted a picture of his newborn son, and he said something along the lines of hey, my newborn son just shot out into the world. I'm really looking forward to breastfeeding him because there's no longer a difference between men and women, right? God damn, man. Hey, don't run down the stairs, you ding-dongs. You're going to die. Whatever. I'm not feeding them when they become potatoes. I don't give a shit. I'll be like, wheel you to the kitchen, good luck. And so the thing is then he had another picture of him trying to breastfeed the kid, which has happened to every dude that has kids every single time. You have hairy ass nipples. That baby hates it. It's hilarious though, because the baby says, we've all done it. It's funny. Do not come in here.
Is the now windows up?
Yes. I didn't roll them down, so yeah.
It's pouring outside.
Yay, thank you. Get out of here. No, out. I'm live, you ding-dongs. Anyway, so what ended up happening was he had another picture of him trying to breastfeed the kid. Oh, the miracle of life for the 80 billionth time, right? But he had a picture of him trying to breastfeed. He said the milk hasn't come in yet, but it should any time because there's no difference. There's no gender difference between men and women, right? Ha ha ha, or whatever, right? Making fun of the new men and women are the same. There's absolutely no difference between this kind of deal, which is 110% fucking false. I don't care what people say. There is a difference between having a dick and having a vagina. Fact. Sorry, but there is. I don't give a fuck what people feel like. Well, I feel like I have a vagina today. Are you peeing standing up? Then shut the fuck up. No, I'm all for being feminine or being masculine, being the opposite sex, etc., etc. Fine, but don't say you're a woman when you have a penis. Shut the fuck up. It's not how it works. So he posted this today. I don't know when he posted it, but she had this comment. And she used to be on my friends list, and she's been on my friends list for so long. And I made the comment of, it was a long comment, and it was a positive one for the most part, saying that, because a lot of her comments were negative, fuck this guy, he's a piece of shit, rah, rah, rah. And I said, it's just a fucking joke. It's a fucking joke, guys. Calm the fuck down. I said it nicely, though. I was like, it's just a joke. Laugh or don't, but don't destroy a man because he made a joke. Basically, he's not screaming to kill these people or destroy this. He was just making a funny joke. And I said, every single one of you has made some kind of comment that somebody else would find offensive, period. Everybody has. And I said, to say otherwise, you'd be a fucking liar. And that's fact. Everybody says offensive shit. So anyway, she came back, and I commented that, I used to cross-dress, or I was a cross-dresser, and she came back with, okay, Captain Martyr. She goes, you don't have any right to talk about trans anything, blah, 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 because, basically because I was just a man. And I laughed about that, and I came back with, okay, Captain Martyr, I can kind of see why that might have sounded like that, because I said, hey, I'm a cross-dresser. Before anybody comments on anything, I have a little bit of insight on, some of the negative stereotypes that come through on society, and all that shit. But then I came back with, I was like, what if I am trans? What if I am? And I just don't share the same opinion you do. Then what? Then what? I was like, you don't fucking know me. You don't know my fucking life. You don't know anything about me. Fuck off. I got mad. I said, you can fuck off. I said, you know what? I was doing shit back in the day, wearing girls' clothes and being fucking weird, being a freak in a town, in a state that you got killed doing that kind of shit. You didn't really get killed. You got fucked up and dragged behind trucks and shit. Like, that's happened around here. And I was like, I was threatened with rape. I was threatened with death threats. I was attacked. Tons of shit. Before the trans movement was a fucking movement. Because I wore girls' clothes to school. Because I looked like a girl and I didn't give a fuck. My own mother thought I was gay. And I was like, so no, fuck you. I was like, fuck you and your fucking attitude. I was like, you don't know a goddamn thing. I was like, I have tried to help more fight for people's rights. And I was like, do you even know what I do? Every day I fucking get on here. I was like, I get online, I talk, and we have conversations about this shit. And, we try to think of ideas of how to help the situation. I was like, all you guys do is bitch and complain about a dude making a fucking joke. All I was trying to do is say, life's too short. You should fucking not be so caught up in people's little jokes to miss the bigger picture. Live your fucking life. Love it. And enjoy it. Laugh a little. And she came back with, I got 50 trans friends on here that would eviscerate your comments. I said, whoop diddly do. I got a bunch of trans friends too. So what? What does that have to fucking do with anything? Yahtzee! It's like, dude, come on. And the thing is because I'm a man, I don't have a right to speak up on this. When she's a woman, she's not trans. So how does she have the right to speak up on it? Seems a little hypocritical. So I posted a comment. My question was, hey, if you're a straight man, just because a lot of people believe in a thing does not make it true. Correct. A teeny joke is nothing compared to what people have actually been through. Feelings get hurt. Fucking deal with it. Correct. And that's kind of the thing I was saying. I was like, it's just a little joke. He wasn't being brutal. He wasn't saying, kill these people, or I hate these people, or, gathering a rally of riots to fucking, destroy a synagogue or to burn down a mosque, or, he wasn't doing anything. He was just making a goddamn joke. A little one, the way to stop this would be on the last week of presidency, Trump would announce he is a woman. Then all the activists would have to admit he's the first female president, first gay president. All right, that's pretty funny. And then everybody would shut the fuck up. They'd be like, fuck. I gave first aid to a transgender who got all beat to hell. Yeah, you told me about that once. And, that shit's terrible. I'm not saying it's not by any means. But what I am saying is, like, people that are doing this, there's a lot of people who are, I'm going to say, white knighting this whole movement for Black Lives Matter, for transgender, for gay rights, for any of this stuff. They're white knighting it, right? Where they're coming to the rescue because, haha, look at me, I'm such a good person. But are you? Or are you part of the fucking problem speaking on their behalf and then yelling at other people for speaking on their behalf? You're guilty of the same sins that you're fighting against. And that blows my mind. Because it's like, who the fuck are you to pick and choose who judges who when you're judging everybody? And that's why I'm like, you guys don't need to be doing this. You just need to calm down, live your lives, enjoy yourselves, laugh a little bit. Not necessarily at this joke, But learn to laugh a little bit in life and enjoy your fucking life because you're dead tomorrow, bro. We all are. We're all dead tomorrow. And that's what sucks. And that's why, Carlos, you and I got along great because racism is fucking retarded. It is. And, Carlos, being of Mexican descent, I'm talking, he's like a Mexican. He's not just like, well, I'm a little bit Mexican on this. No, that motherfucker's a Mexican. And, we got along great because we respect each other. Surprise. And we can make jokes, laugh with each other, have a good time. It's great. And if you ever come back to Oklahoma, bro, we've got to hang out before you split, man. I know you leaving was pretty fast. I know the company shit and everything's crazy for your job and things, dude. That sucks. I really wanted to introduce my wife to you because I always talk about you, and she never got the chance to really meet you or anything like that. So that kind of sucks. But I know this isn't fire, people, so don't even, I'm going to have like a whole army of people down here. Not really an army, but I need a foreground and a background for them so I can split them off. That's what I'm working on here. But yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, you're right. Buck my butt.
Are you live?
What?
Are you live?
Yeah, doing a late night live. What's up?
Oh, nothing.
Yep, thought I'd do a late night live. Just felt the need to paint a little. Rant and be, I don't know, ranty. No, I'm not pissed about the comment. Anyway, I ranted earlier about it. It looks like fire. Damn it. No, it's not. You'll see in a minute. If I can just shut up long enough to actually paint, right? I'm sorry, Erica. I know it isn't painting with 4. It's ranting with 4, plus maybe he'll paint a little bit. That's really what it all comes down to. I kind of forgot about the painting. See, I know it happens, dude. Oh yeah, dude, Richard, if you ever come to Oklahoma, dude, yeah, we'll get together too. You don't want to meet Chainsaw Face though, no, that's a lie. But we'll go hang out somewhere.
I'm going to bed.
Okay, I love you. You want to come give me kisses, or you want to not be on my live? Oh, you gotta come over here and give me kisses.
Yeah.
You gotta come give me kisses. Oh, come on, give me kisses, man. Whatever, I love you. Oh,
Give me kisses.
you come give me kisses. Don't kick my thing. I couldn't see her foot, but she was. No, it's a podcast with a video. Yeah, well, it is pretty much a podcast with video. Come give me kisses on my faces.
Come over here.
No, you come over here. You don't want to be on video.
No, I don't.
Your hair's already like blocking your face, like a big old pile of hair. What are they doing?
I don't know.
Send their asses to bed.
Why you gotta be that way?
You're being that way. You don't want to.
Be that way.
You can't even just come over and kiss me. It's a shame. But anyway, so I made this big old thing and I said, hey, if you're a white guy, or not a white guy, a straight guy, straight male, do you have any right to have an opinion on trans rights or the trans movement going on right now? Should you be allowed to comment on it or conversate on it and have opinions, etc.? And she came back. Oh, wait, hold on. Before I get to that part. Then I said, now reverse that. Boop. I said, okay. The question now is, if you're a trans person, should you have any right to comment and conversate about straight people relations, etc.? The answer for either one should be the exact same. If you believe no, straight people should stay the fuck out of trans rights, da-da-da-da-da, then trans people should stay the fuck out of straight people's rights, da-da-da-da-da, or relationships, da-da-da-da, or lives, da-da-da-da-da. The thing is, humans love drama. Humans love controversy. Yes, because straight men are the majority still. But here's the thing. Equality is equality. It's called majority. No, I get that. And I said equality for, the factor of equality, though, man. And that's kind of the kicker here is if trans people, right, the trans community, and a lot of trans people don't necessarily, okay, I'm not speaking on all of them, I'm speaking for a few, are annoyed that they're being pointed at like fucking animals in a cage. Okay. Because all these fucking knights in shining armor that are, we need to protect their rights and we need to help them because they can't speak for themselves, apparently, are coming to the rescue, are speaking for people of the trans community, etc., here and there. And the trans people are like, yeah, we just want to be left the fuck alone. Please stop making us a big deal. So the whole point of the movement is to become normalized in society, to become part of everyday society, right? For it not to be a freak thing or a fetish thing or anything like that. Part of this point is to become just a natural part of everyday society. Yeah. So with that in mind, the more we go, oh my God, look at these people over here. Look at them. Hey, we're just like you. Oh, are you? Because everybody's putting you in a cage and pointing and staring and making it a big fucking to-do. And talking about you is the exact opposite of what you fucking want. And I just find it so interesting. You know? Everybody should just stay out of everybody's fucking business. It's like, so what? Let them live their fucking lives. Let them be fucking happy. You know, you live your fucking life. You fucking be happy. You know, everybody just respect each other. Be fucking friends. Enjoy each other's company. And fuck off with the rest of this bullshit, you know? It's that simple. I don't know why it's any harder than that. It blows my mind. And once again, we do have that social media bias that is being pushed upon us regularly. And I really think that is a huge part of the problem. Where a lot of people don't even know what the fuck is real. Because they don't. You know, like my kids, for instance, they don't know what the fuck is real or what's not real. You know, it's weird. They're like, oh, I saw this video about this on Facebook or on my Twitter or my fucking whatever. And I'm all, oh, it's bullshit. You know, why don't you talk to somebody that's of that, you know, whatever, of that race or of that sexuality or of that religion. And find out what they think. And they're going to talk from their own personal experience. Because there are some people, you know, who deal with racism. And that sucks. And there are some people who don't deal with racism. And that's good. Racism exists. It's alive and well in the world. On all sides. Sexism. You know, transphobia. Gay phobia. All of that. It does exist. You know, the thing is you cannot become a bitter, angry, hateful person because if you do, you close yourself off and you can no longer educate people. You can no longer conversate with people. And the only way to bring people to light of anything is to be friends with them, get them to realize, holy crap, they're not bad people. Huh. I guess everything my dad told me was wrong. Because it comes from older generations' attitudes. A lot of it does. And they can see the error of their ways and go, okay, cool. Yeah, you know, weird. Or whatever. But that's a good number for a black dude just to be doing. He's converted members of the KKK. And he seems like a really nice guy. But he's converted them over to not be members of the KKK. Just by becoming friends with them. And he said at first it was, you know, hard, but, you know, that they would accept him to talk and they would meet someplace and they would talk or something. And eventually they'd even invite him to their house or whatever. And so this black dude would go to their house or he'd invite them out over to his house or whatever, you know, and they would chat. They'd get together and become friends. Build bridges, not bunkers. Correct. dude, my internet connection sucks. I'm like 5 minutes behind. I'll catch you later. All right, Carlos. Thanks, man. Always a pleasure, dude. Hope to see you again one day. And, just take it easy, man. And enjoy your time in Mexico. Avocados apparently come from Mexico. That's what my daughter tells me. But that is the overall thing. Is I forgot what I was fucking saying. Damn it, Carlos. You got me. Hang on, I gotta let that dry before I try to paint over it. But oh, the black dude. Yeah, no, he's cool as shit. He seems like a really nice guy. I'd love to meet him, just to talk to him. But he seems like a really nice, genuine guy. And his whole thing is he befriends them just to show them that black people aren't the enemy, and that black people are just everyday people, and like it was like, I know at least one Grand Dragon or whatever turned in his robes, and the people were pissed about it. But he denounced the KKK, and a bunch of other members have too, because of one black dude. One black dude turned around, like, I think it was like 32 or something like that, maybe more, like KKK members. One black dude equals 30 KKK members turning around. Imagine if we could apply that number to everything. Because people, instead of getting bitter, hateful, and vengeful, and instead of them wanting not equality, legitimate equality of like bringing people together, but they want that divide. They're like, fuck them, they did this to our ancestors. I didn't do shit to nobody's ancestors. Fuck. I'm cool with everybody. If my ancestors did something, they're fucking dickbags. Technically my ancestors were douchebags to a different society of people. Not the black people necessarily. They didn't like them either, though. But I didn't have to do with the Americans' racism back in the day. The slave thing wasn't my people's thing. But if we could just do that with everybody, get everybody to become friends with the enemy, so to speak. And I'm not saying it works every time, but this black dude alone has done unprecedented things that are just amazing. He has shown people a different way. He's done a great thing, and good on him. So if he can change that many people's minds and attitudes, we should all be able to just fucking kick back, relax, and change our fucking minds and attitudes a little bit, at least. You're a moist mess. Moist. And yes, 10 Pound, I see you joined in for a second. You're probably going, hey, bro, come play video games with us. They're not online now, so I love you just the way you are, Fred Rogers. Yeah, and you do have people like Mr. Rogers, and some people that did when you're done come play games. I will. You do have people like Mr. Rogers and shit from back in the day. And Mr. Rogers got in sort of some trouble because the mailman was black or whatever. And he didn't really get in trouble, but I don't remember if he got in trouble or not, but everybody like kind of freaked because he put his feet in the pool with a black man's feet. And back then it was like unheard of, and everybody was like, oh, he shared a pool with a black man's feet. Good on you, Mr. Rogers. Whoop diddly fucking do. Back then it was a whoop diddly fucking do, though. When you're not gonna play games. I second the statement. Right. Well, yet, the pools are still segregated. No, I know, but it wasn't a pool. It was like a little kiddie pool on his show. And they were talking about how hot it was. Like, oh, it's a hot one today, Mr. Rogers. And he's like, yeah, it is. Why don't you come get in the pool? And if I'm not mistaken, they weren't like set up to do that or something. But Mr. Rogers believed in it. And he was like, no, fuck that. We're going to do this shit. And it was something like that where I can't remember the whole story, where, I don't know, it caused quite the upstir because it was at that time very unheard of. And people was like, oh, because everything was still pretty racist and, questionable. So, yeah, it made quite a few people a little kind of sketchy on that whole We don't know if Mrs. Rogers should have done that or not. Oh no. But it set forth a whole new world of shit where it's like, yeah, you know, why are you being dickbags? Mr. Rogers is the shit. He's doing it. He's being cool with black people. You know, fuck it. And shit, I'm gonna fuck this all up. Hang on a second. So Mr. Rogers helped start something. You know, helped move something along, I should say. Rogers' chance that he took there helped the movement back then, because it did show it was a lot of balls. And Mr. Rogers still was one of the longest running television shows in history, even after that big step. You know, and that was like a big boy step, because he easily could have gotten fucking fired. No problem there from doing some shit like that, taking chances and being like, nah, you know what? It's all good. Because ratings and stuff and TVs and stuff, a lot of them were still very like, oh, you know. There we go. It was a little stuck. Oh, fucking Jesus. He saved public television too. Oh, no, he did. Yeah. PBS and stuff like that. Mr. Rogers, dude, like, you know, we do talk about heroes and shit like that. And it's interesting because a lot of people do know Mr. Rogers as being a fucking hero. A lot of people think of like LeVar Burton as being like a hero in the sense of what they provided children and adults and as humanitarians, you know, is what they provided, what they gave the world as heroes in that sense. You know, we don't really have those anymore. Even the heroes are angry and they are bitter and they seem not like heroes. They seem like enemies just trying to play the hero part. They seem like they're out for something, you know, it's weird. So I don't know how much I trust, you know, I know this Greta Thunberg chick or whatever is like, oh, save the planet. But there's a lot of weird shit surrounding her. And maybe that's, you're a very majestic piece of man. Thank you. Is it the beard? It's the beard, I feel. Or are you being sarcastic? You might be being sarcastic about me ranting about this shit. And you're like, dude, you're an idiot. Shut up. In which case, I hear that a lot too. So it's okay. But as far as it all goes, you know, we need a hero like that kind of, I guess, nowadays. I almost feel. I think the world needs to remember that like Mr. Answer and I, who the heroes it's strange because we could use a more positive role model for the world today instead of these influencers that kids worship. Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson and all that shit on Instagram and YouTube and things like that, where you literally are like, they're not teaching your kids anything. They're not giving them anything of life lessons, of encouragement, of anything. They're giving them a hollow shell of existence. And that kind of sucks. Because, you know, I know Mr. Rogers and them may not have been like the perfect person. And I may be like, oh, seems like I'm worshiping them. I'm not. Everybody has faults. You know, Mr. Rogers wasn't the shit. He wasn't the best person on the planet. That's me. But, you know, he did amazing things for people. Just in general. You know, he really did try to help people. Genuinely. And you got to kind of respect that. They are not enriching characters. Thank you. That's correct. They are not enriching characters. They're not bringing anything into your life, helping you up. They're not bringing you up. Very good fucking words. I am bad at words. Words are not my strong suit. I was never that smart. Enriching characters. They're not enriching your lives with anything. They are unriching your lives. And they're terrible. They're terrible. They're like, I got makeup on. I'm so strong of a person. Worship me. Here, just spend $50 on my new palette. And they do. They're like, Mom, get me this. And I'm like, okay. That's what they do. Mr. Rogers and all them. I know. There's been tons of kids shows. Steve from Blue's Clues and all these other people who, even Steve now is still making music for kids. It's ridiculous talking about pooping in the potty, but whatever, Steve, whatever. Steve, do your thing. But, you still have these people that do try, but it's like the good in the world is shoved aside for all the drama and the negative and the crazy shit. They don't save it for their mama. It's good. Boop. No. Okay, there. My connection got back good. Nobody's on the internet, so I don't understand. Whatever. But that's just it. We don't really have a Mr. Rogers anymore, or a Reading Rainbow anymore, or anything like that. And even if we really did, people wouldn't care. How about that, chick? People love that kind of stuff. People love the WAP song. That is what our children are growing up on. That is the kind of social morality we're bringing to them, instead of be nice to your parents, kids. Love your family. Love each other. I love you just the way you are. Mr. Rogers. Instead of that, our kids at age 10 are literally listening to, my tits, I'm gonna fuck your dick. And they're like, yay, TikTok. Oh, you do have Rob Bosch, you're right. But it's concerning. Dude, I'm not a good influence. You fucking kidding me? I'm like, fuck this shit, it's garbage. I'm garbage, you're garbage, fuck everybody. And that's just the thing. So, yeah, I'm a terrible example. Don't ever use me for that. And I can't even get through a fucking painting, Erica, all right? I just sit here and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. My fucking dogs could be a human. I don't know. In the middle of the night, I swear to God, I think burglars come in sometimes. No, but in the middle of the night, I think burglars come in, and because I'll be laying there in bed upstairs, and I hear like clomp, 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 clomp. I'm like, motherfucker coming to rob me in the middle of the fucking night? Just the fucking dogs coming up to lay down. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You can come lay down, dog. Like if you would have been a burglar, I would have had to stab you. Or something, but you're not. You're just a silly dog. Robin, you've missed a lot of crazy talk today. Jesus. We've been ranting about, oh my God, so much stuff. I'm so sorry. It would have been fun. I'm sure you would have had quite a add to the conversation, but you're late. We do need a new Mr. Rogers. We do need a new force of children nature to help combatant. And this is weird. I'm Mr. Negative. I'm Mr. Let's burn the fucking world down and chaos in the streets, and let's fucking, look at my tits, look at my sad. Because they're not gaining any kind of morality. They're not gaining any kind of structure, life building techniques, ideas of how to actually survive in the world, how to treat people with respect or any kind of dignity or anything at all. They're just learning how to shake their tits and, hey, when I grow up, I'm going to be on OnlyFans because then I can have millions of dollars. I mean, that is tempting as fuck, though, to be honest. I mean, fuck, I want an OnlyFans.com page just so I could shake my tits and ass and get, some of those girls are making like 20 grand a month. You got titties. You got a vagina. Whoop diddly doo. I mean, those things better have some kind of goddamn special hidden talent. Like, seriously, your titties and your vagina better do some amazing shit. You're earning 20 grand a month? Like that was, God. Couple of months, you're going to buy a car, like a brand new fucking car. Like, what? That's nuts. And yet, however, they have nothing to offer significantly other than that, then they're fucked. Because after a couple, 3 years, they're going to get old. They're going to end up probably blowing out a few kids, and people will stop giving a shit. I'm just saying. So, and once their OnlyFans pictures all start getting leaked on the internet and shit like that, then they're not going to have as many fans, and people will just be like, I'll just look them up online. But right now, they're living it up. But the problem is easy money, easy come, easy go. They're going to get paid mad fat cash quick. But they're going to blow it just as fast. Got to think of the long game, ladies. Got to think of the long game. If I'm showing you my butthole and you're paying me money, I'll have plenty of God, my connection over there is garbage. Garbage. Everybody on live on my YouTube, I'm sorry. My shit's just glitch. I'm probably time traveling. I apologize for that. Oh, fuck me. My angles are way wrong. Shit in my mouth and call it gravy. I just realized that. All right. Fuck that. Fuck that shit in my butt. All right, here we go. I gotta do this a little bit more. No big deal. Gotta fucking touch my balls in my mouth. Which I can't do, by the way. If I could, I would not be doing this live right now. I'd just be busy. So let's just not talk about that. And I had my OnlyFans distant hookering, social distance hookering, exactly. And I'm not saying, dude, if I was a hot chick, I would fucking be doing it right now. You damn right I would be banking off that. If I had nice titties and a nice vagina and nice vaginas and nice buttholes and nice titties, it could just be like, look at me, woo! You can talk to people, It's kind of hard sometimes, depends. I get that. I'm lonely as fuck, or I used to be. I mean, I'm married now. I shouldn't say I'm lonely because I'm fucking weird. And girls were like, ew, you're yucky and you smell like Cheese Whiz. But no, I was fucking crazy today. So, girls didn't exactly respond well to me being a fucking weirdo. Surprise. But when you look like you're going to in their sleep, they don't tend to want to, talk to you. It's the weirdest thing. But that's okay. I got used to that. And there we go. That's a little better. I want the shadow to come up from there because there's going to be things all around the bottom. But I don't want I want them to be kind of right here. So I want to. Hello?
I just want to say hi.
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 Hello.
Goodbye, Dad. You better say it.
I'm not going to say nothing to you. But anyway, yeah. I had a dog that cried because he was lonely. Whenever someone would come over, he would run up there. They would crap. I should stop thinking so hard about it and just let it happen. If your dog made them... Oh.
Yeah,
Son,
you gotta hear it.
I don't have to hear anything. What?
So Ariana was talking with one of her friends in a room,
Oh, no.
and I shook the door and said, really loud. And I was like, I scared you. And she's like, nuh-uh. And instead of saying you jumped, I said, I heard an earthquake.
Jesus Christ, son. Hey, would you go get me some more tea?
I will. And
Thank you.
You're welcome, Dad.
You're the best son I have.
I'm the only son you have. Okay.
Or is he? And he was a Doberman. Yeah, I can see that. But, oh, man. But see, that's also, I'm a big dog guy. So if I would have saw a Doberman, I would have been like, oh, little puppy. We are going to leave it. And now we're going to do this correctly. Sometimes you just want to, like, grind into your head.
Here you go, sir.
Thank you, son. Why are you looking like that?
What?
I swear to God.
It's only rat poison. Drink
I've
it.
lived through rat poison.
I know. I was about to say, you drank it before. It's fine. No, I didn't taint your tea.
Thank you. I'm like, bro, I can live through it. And when I come back, you're doomed, right? Like, you're not going to be happy. Last thing I'd ever do is check on.
All right, bye
The
then.
last thing I would do every day was check on him before I went to work. And the first thing I would do would be to check on him again. Well, yeah. But lonely animals will eat all your stuff like your furniture. Our dog, Noodles, has anxiety issues. He stopped crying after a few months. Well, yeah, because they get used to it and they go, oh, yeah, they're going to come back and there's people going to be here. There's somebody here 24/7. whether it be kids or us or whatever. But we have 3 dogs, 4 kids, my wife and me, a shit ton of people in this house. But Noodles still gets freaked out. Like at night, she freaks out because there's nobody directly around. So it freaks her out. I don't know why, but it does. So she'll like lay right next to our door and whine and sniff under the door. Yeah, your brother's always home with him. That's weird. The dog would then be that lonely, upset, etc. Not to make you paranoid, I'm just saying, well, that's weird, Alrighty then. Now this is the hard part. By hard part, I mean I just got to decide something without deciding something, which is I'm creating a group of individual things that will be behind and in front thereof of this tower. They're going to be bigger things. The thing is that my stepmother locked him up without food or water that made him like that. Okay, that's exactly it, dude. Because when animals become scared that they don't have the ability to eat, drink, and things like that, they freak out. They get that thought of, oh, fuck. Like, my dogs have free reign of water and food and all that shit. So they are trained not to eat constantly, though. They only eat when they're hungry, but they've adapted this weird thing where when we start eating, they'll eat too, because they're like, oh, I smell food? Oh, no. Even though they know we're going to give them a bunch of fucking food when they don't need it. But I'm going to create a group of things, bigger things, that would be worshiping to an extent. The red will be mostly them in worship. Her dress is red, which will reflect the connection somewhat. I did not do that intentionally. In fact, these were going to be very dark shadows, originally black. But I realized the black would be too blendy with the black slight red. And when I started doing that blend earlier with the color that was black, red, purplish, it just faded right in. Look at those wrinkles. I'm so fucking... So now I got to decide how I want this to look precisely. Like, because I'm going to have their arms up, kind of like reaching. And based on fucking garbage. I don't need this. This is garbage. I'll give you a different brush. You don't ever decide. Ever. I don't. Things happen. And then I just go with it. And sometimes it works. And sometimes I'm an idiot. Okay. Sometimes my son would get up in the middle of the night and walk around. He still does all the time. And I'm like, God damn it, son, quit it. So sometimes it's hard to know if it's a burglar or my son, too. Very frustrating. Oh, indeed. And then I don't know what I want them to look like. But I don't want you to actually see their face. I just want them to be kind of more broken, slashy, rippy. I don't want them to even be a thing. I want the contrast of technique to be completely different. I want them to be scratchy, kind of like a lot of my other stuff where it's not as controlled, because that'll give there's no one technique to the whole thing. Like, this is all totally different than this. This would be totally different than that. This would be different than those. And that way, when real artists look at it, they'll go, wow, this is garbage on a technical level. This is trash. I hate this. It will, on a OCD level of real artists, drive them absolutely insane. So I have done my job. And I will piss off many other artists. And I love doing that. I really like how it just looks like that they're, you know, like the red coming up, almost like those are the bushes and things. And God, I almost don't think I should do what I'm going to do. But I'm going to. Fuck you, man. Haha. We're going to make this happen. We're going to make it scratchy and not make sense. We're going to make them evil and weird and have fucking screaming faces, and none of it's going to matter when we're done. It'll be amazing, and they'll have long red fingers. The front ones will be black. This one will give two layers. It'll be a very red-black. So it'll be like red, black, red. This way it'll give it like a contrast to the shadow in between. It'll give shadows in there, and then the whole thing's be like, here's the front shadows. Like we're looking through the front shadows up, see them rising, see all that. Like maybe we're in the crowd. Meh. You know, granted, we're not going to be having like the big hands here or anything like that, but maybe it'll give some kind of an impression. I don't know. I'm just fucking going crazy here. So let's just keep on going. See if we can keep this going. Like, yeah. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Stop thinking. Just stop. Stop thinking. It's already a fucking problem. You can tell. Going to kind of give them their heads and their individual bodies a little bit more red. So maybe it'll give them parts or depart. They'll be separate from each other, maybe. Give it a little bit more something like that to that degree. These are not as big as I wanted them to be. They're smaller. They're much smaller. I wanted them to be bigger, much, much bigger. So this will be interesting to see how this all turns out, which so far not good. It's not what I wanted at all, and that's all right. We're just going to make them people, things, heads, and I want them to be eyeballs. See, that's the thing, is I want them to be eyeballs. In fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add glow-in-the-dark paint to it. I'm going to add glow-in-the-dark paint to her face and to the eyes, so if at nighttime, the original painting, at least, there'll be these weird little glowing dots. It's weird little glowing dots. That's what I'm going to do. I'd actually add some kind of like luminescent paint, maybe, if I had it, like, you know, the stuff that reflects with cars. In cars, bump, bump, meow, meow. You know, that kind of stuff. But I don't have it. Not to mention, I don't think it actually works when you're painting. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. People do, in cars. That looks absolutely fucking like garbage. I fucked it up real good. It's supposed to snow tonight. I gotta get out there and cover up a fucking hole in this rain. Trash. Erica, by the way, I was supposed to remember and ask you if you had worked on any of those vocal tracks yet, because since you're interested in possibly laying them down, this is the part where you go, ah, crap, no. And I say, why not? And you say, I've been real busy. And I say, it's okay. I know how that works. I've been real busy too. I like it much better with the idea of each of these guys just being more like monks. I should not have done the arms. That is ignorant as fuck. They should have just been standing there like strange beings. Oh, you have to do some voice work tonight yourself. Have to turn it into a video soon. Well, I'd ask you for what, but I'm sure you can't tell me. But if you can, elaborate, please. If you can't, well then don't elaborate. What?
Hola.
Are you speaking some weird gibberish language?
Hola.
Hola?
Hola.
I'm pretty sure that means burrito in Spanish.
Hola.
Hola. Whole lot of what?
Dad, shush.
You know, I'm just messing with you. Because I think it's cute. You get annoyed by me, but it is pretty cute.
I did get movie.
Why do you get annoyed by me when I'm just being playful?
No, it's mean.
Why is that mean? How's that mean being playful with you?
Sounds mean.
How am I mean?
You make stupid jokes
Stupid
And-
jukes.
and try to remember old memories.
And bring back old memories. Bull crap. I was talking about the tickle spider being adorable and how cute you were as a baby, laughing about it. Really, that's being mean. No, that's not. That's reminiscing with my daughter about how cute she was with the damn tickle spider.
You're the dang.
I know I was the dang tickle spider. I was there. It was adorable. Can I help you with something? Did your mom help you make that beanie weenies and mac and cheese earlier?
No.
You didn't even ask her. I swear to baby Jesus, Kyra, why didn't you ask her?
You already made them.
Oh, good. Okay, then I don't care.
Jesus. See, guys? Get rude.
I'm rude. Power sister horsey news. Oh, okay.
God. Stop being sarcastic right now.
I can't help it, Kyra. Sarcastic is what I do. I do. I put it in your mouth. Do in your face.
Remember that time when you puked a long time ago?
Yeah, I remember that time when I puked a long time ago. It was hilarious.
You
yeah.
got me sick?
Yeah, it was funny.
If you ever again, I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
You did laugh all the time, like when I puked. You thought it was the greatest thing ever.
I know, I'm gonna laugh my ass off again.
Yeah, you were a big jerk about laughing.
You
All
know,
right, we're gonna try to
gonna
cover this all up again here really quick. Just see if I can kind of bring that down a notch with all this while I go to the other side, because just don't like how that turned out right there. I think
Dad?
it's, what?
Can we watch Dragon Ball?
You can go. Well, hang on. You'll have to wait a minute.
Where is Dragon Ball?
That's a good question. You'll have to hang on a minute.
It's not on Netflix.
You'll have to hang on a minute.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Kyra.
Where's Dragon Ball?
Kyra, I don't know. Hang on a minute. I'll be done here shortly for the day. Just cut it for a minute.
Good night.
How's your foot looking? Is it open right now? Do you have a Band-Aid?
No. It's hard and crusty again.
Hard and crusty again? Yeah, that's okay. It's smaller though, isn't it?
No.
Man, it was oozing stuff earlier. It's good. I am good. I'm awesome. I know.
Oh, wait, what did I say?
You don't even know what you're saying, man. You can't make fun of me if you don't know what you're saying. It's not looking too shabby now that we're bringing in the red. You know? I'm bringing this down here like this. I'm going to bring in like, there are going to be more monks.
Can I show you a thing?
What?
I used my Dragon Ball mug.
Oh, did you? Good. All right. Well, I'm glad. Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to go look it up. 'Cause I know it's not on Netflix, so we'll go look up Tubi and I don't know. We'll look up all.
I'll talk to you about stuff while you paint. I don't know what to talk about.
Man, don't talk to me about nothing. I'm busy talking to other people. Technically, not really. They're not really talking right now. But
Can I answer one of their questions?
they haven't asked me any questions
What
lately.
do they do?
Well, a lot of their questions are pretty adult oriented, so I don't always foresee you being able to answer them very
Do
well.
I care?
That you won't have the knowledge to really answer them is what I'm saying.
No, not answer. I'm reading.
Well, reading them ain't gonna really matter. You're not gonna really understand half of what they're talking about.
So what?
So what? Then what does it matter?
You can paint while I read.
I don't. It ain't gonna affect your life. So why would it matter?
Because I'm a thing.
Technically, you are a thing. Technically, you are a thing.
Everybody on You're Alive is a thing.
Everybody is a thing. Correct. They are a human thing.
Yes. But you're not a human thing.
Well, we just pretend that we're human things, so that way other people believe we're just like them.
You're alive.
I know. They just think I'm kidding. See how that works, sweetie? Mm. Yes.
You're kidding. I know you're kidding. Or are you?
But yeah, I think this will do pretty good like this. Just doing them more as monk heads. More just like hooded, red hood, weird faces. Just sticking up. I think it'll be better. Because I can do some interesting things here as well. Maybe.
Somebody in the bathtub?
I don't know. I have to actually go outside. Dang it. Remind me here in a minute, Kyra. I have to go outside.
Hey, Marcus.
It's probably him making noise in the closet. But Kyra, hey, remind me I have to go outside before I do anything else.
Oh, they're so wet. Noodles, away from me. Away.
Ah,
Away,
damn it.
away, away.
Noodles just loves the rain. But yeah.
Dad, no
What?
cussing
No
online.
cussing online. Yeah, I won't. I'm sorry.
You told me to stop cussing.
It's hard, sweetie.
No, Dad,
It's-
stop telling me to stop and I'll stop.
No, you have to stop. You got to go back to school in a week.
Dad, this is school.
Yeah, well, you better not, because you're going to be in deep crap when you do.
When I
Yeah, it means when you do. If you do,
I
you're going to be in deep crap.
won't.
Yes, you will.
How do you know you're
Because
not
they're
going
going to call me. And they're going to be like, oh, Kyra cussed. And I'll be like, so you better not even slip up. Hear me? They're like, it was an accident, Dad. I didn't mean it. Yeah, well, if you're in too much of a habit of cussing, which that's why we try to not let you cuss, then you'll be prone to doing it just anywhere, anytime, for whatever reason. That's why I'm always telling you.
at school?
I'm always telling you, don't be saying bad words, bruh.
I never got into detention in any schools except this one.
The
Well,
last one?
last year.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, you did. Last year you got a little
Because
detention.
one of my friends were rolling a crayon at me, and then my teacher spotted him and said, "We were both playing," and they got us both in trouble.
Well, yeah, your
Sent
friend
us
was
to
an
the
idiot.
office for some reason.
Because your friend was an idiot.
No, my teacher was an idiot.
Both of them are idiots. Her teacher last year was kind of he was something.
2 years ago.
Well, yeah, last year, not this year. Your teacher last year was something else.
Mr.
That's for sure.
Hickman.
Well, don't say his name out loud.
So what? I'll tell
We're not calling him out, so cut it out. So don't worry about his name.
I'm just telling them.
It don't matter. They don't
You
need to
don't
know.
want to be rude to him.
We don't need to call him out.
Dad, you're a thing. Wouldn't be a funny asshole.
Quit.
What?
Skedaddle.
You say you're a funny asshole.
Yes, I can. I'm an adult. That's what I can do.
X's, he said.
Yeah, well, he's not supposed to either, but we're working on that, aren't we?
I mean, don't tell him to stop talking about that.
Yes, I do.
Don't tell him to stop posting.
Yes, I do. You go away.
Try people.
Go up there and try to find it on YouTube or on Tubi. Go look on the screen. Listen to me. Go on the PlayStation, right? Not on Netflix. Go on the PlayStation. There'll be these little screens that pop up, right? The games. Well, there'll be a blue one that has a TV screen on it. Click on that. Wait a second. You'll see all these other names. Tubi. It's like a gray one with green letters, I think, that says TUBI. Click on that and then click on search.
Can I
What?
just go on the remote with that big square that
Nope.
pops up Netflix, Tubi?
Oh, yeah. Go to that Tubi. Yeah. Go to that Tubi.
You're
And-
a Tubi.
And look on that. Okay?
You're a Tubi.
Yep, that's what they tell me. I'm a Tubi. Now get out of here for a minute. I'll be up there and
You're a
throw it
Teletubby.
by. You're a Teletubby. Really?
You're a Teletubby.
You're a Teletubby. That's a fat joke. She's telling me I'm chunky. Goober head. Now I can't make these too organized either. Too obviously. I need to give a little bit more oomph to the red, but at the same time, like more. I wouldn't call them embers, you know, but I'm gonna give it more kind of sparky things in a minute. Not necessarily right now. Maybe later. I don't know. Fuck. I don't know what I'm doing, people. All right. But we're getting to a point, sort of. Hello, Noodles. You are wet. Why are you coming in here to me? And we have a giant doggy door also, so the dog can move in freely. Because the dogs are pretty much just free roam animals. And because we treat them like they're our pieces of our family. I do, at least. My wife's constantly yelling at them and being like, why are you chewing that up? Oh my God, we're going to get rid of you. We never do. And I'm like, man, you can't do that. It's like getting rid of part of your family or something, you know? You can't just get rid of the dog. Come on, you can't be wet. Just keep painting, just keep painting, just keep painting, painting, painting. I don't know what you're saying. I am painting. Quit driving me here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and quit here in a second. And probably just get on it tomorrow. Only because my daughter's needs to go to fuck to bed. It's like, oh my God, it's fucking midnight. No. I swear to baby Jesus, I didn't realize what time it was. It's kind of coming along. You know, it's not coming out the way I thought it would at all, and that's okay. Maybe. Not sure where it's going. I don't know if it should be going where it's going. I don't know, man. You know, maybe I should just make it like a field of weird red grass now or something. It was kind of looking cool like that. My creative and my logical are starting to clash. Originally, the concept was a solid one. I agreed. I just signed on your damn page. Signed on my damn page. What page? But thanks. And oh man. But yeah, you know, I don't know, man. It was kind of, it had a neat feel to it when it was just kind of thrown up there. But I really wanted like the little like people around it to give it that sense of the queen and her people, them worshiping her in charge. Queen of the Ants was the name of it. That, you know, we got off of a subject when we were talking way earlier on. And that kind of was befitting of the idea. Originally, it was going to be like a pristine white marble-esque pillar of her on top and her subjects below that worshipped everything she said, did, and believes. But everything was going to be done in red minus the giant white thing. But then I was like, nah, let's just make it like a meat tower kind of thing, which is not really like meat. it's just kind of a weird, meaty-esque, weird, I don't know, weird twisty thing that I normally do. So within my usual vein of style, it's morphing. Okay, I can deal with that. But I still got to work on her outfit and see what I want her to do. She's going to maintain the white face, so it will be unisex. It will be questionable what it is, but her name's Queen of the Ants, so the pig will be Queen of the Ants. So, duh. Of course, I'm not going to make ants. That would be dumb. I'm not that purposeful, but even if it was like red grass or something, it would almost be like, oh, okay, well, the ants must be in it. Or maybe if there was nobody there. My logical brain is trying to dissect concepts that my creative existence is just saying, fuck it, dude, do it. I wanted the beings to be there to give the sense of understanding that she was in control of everything. And now I'm thinking there's nothing to be in control of. So of course you're in control of everything. Like if there's nothing to control, I think it's going to, of course you're going to be in control of everything. I think it's going where it needs to. I'm going to bed because I'm a little tired. No, I'm going to bed too. Or I'm not going to bed. I'm off of it. But I think that's really it. It's if there's nothing to be in charge of course you're in charge. Or maybe you're in control. I'm never in control, Erica. That's the problem. I just kind of follow what I'm told to do. And I go, okay. The only control I'm in is that I don't eat people anymore. But, one day cannibalism will be legal. I'm just saying. Apocalypse is going to happen. And then I'll be sitting pretty on a pile of food. But until then, I think I'm going to call it good for the evening, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, thank you for joining me. Tomorrow, I will attempt to let it flow and happen. But until then, I'm going to now get off of here and maybe go eat a sandwich. Not made of people, because again, that's illegal. For now.